traveling in Turkey and sleeping in caves and random hotels and pensions and taking small shuttle bus vans with carpeted floors and suitcases on the ceiling, and very lost and sad and staring at the limestone rocks and the ruins of Byzantine civilizations, Rome, Persia, Greece, ancient Judaic peoples, the Ottoman Empire, and something wasn't right, something wasn't feeling right. I was speaking to a fisherman on a pier and he said, "I'm sorry, my friend, it's primitive here. Maybe you should go back to your people." I was not satisfied. So I found out about a place called Nemrut, where among the Sazlık, which is Turkish for marsh reeds, there were these Persian ruins of giant godheads, stone heads like birds, lions, kings, and apparently a buried treasure, which of course the Turkish government loved to tout. And I made my way to a nearby city, but realized I couldn't get to the site unless I paid way too much for a taxi, which I did. And arriving at the top of the mountain, there was only a man begging me to stay at his little hotel and no ruins. But sitting there at a small picnic table was a long-haired, barefoot hippie from Spain named Diego. And if ever I've had a brother, the 3 days that I spent traveling with this man would be the closest I could possibly think of to brotherly love. The second day, we set off, of course, him barefoot and me in my stupid puff Suburban hiking boots, 10 kilometers towards this mythic mountain Nemrut with the small, starved puppy with ticks and flies on it that was only fed white bread by the Turkish war veteran brother of the hotel owner. And we walked, and my shoes were caked in mud, and he said, "Ah, cabron, take your shoes off, man." And of course I didn't. And we climbed up a very steep hill, and the shale crumbled under our feet, and I thought about the relationship between limestone and trees, that if you cut down the trees, then the mountain will crumble away. And if you watch the rain fall and it's absorbed into the rock like a sponge, then the intricate relationship between trees and minerals becomes completely revealed, or inexplicably not revealed. Anyway, we get to the top of this mountain, and there are snow packs and mounds of ice there, and a small Turkish restaurant, and Diego is pissed because the statue heads, which are supposed to be larger than life, came up to our waist, and at every corner we were charged money, and he was just cursing, and he said, "You know how to be wise, man? You gotta smoke lots of joints, man. You smoke lots of joints, and then you do a little acid, and then you take a little ecstasy, man, and then you just drink. You drink, and then you become wise." He was so angry, and in my broken Turkish, I told the army van driver how to take us back to our little hut. We stared out over the vista of mountains and bare rocks and talked about how the government was creating a water gap to stop the Tigris and Euphrates rivers from flowing down to Iraq and using the water to irrigate their farms. And 2 days later, we ended up in this birthplace of Abraham, according to Islamic tradition, on the roof of a building where a wedding was taking place, and there was a man beating drums, and of course alcohol is completely forbidden, so the drug of choice was unfiltered cigarettes and black coffee. And everybody danced in a circle, and Diego and I stood to the side while children surrounded around us, demanding that we draw their pictures because we didn't have a camera. And he smoked many cigarettes, and we had many other adventures which 60 seconds won't tell. But I got an email from him a week after that he was in Egypt because he was walking barefoot around the Mediterranean, and he had broken his feet jumping out of a pickup truck of some Bedouins who were kidnapping him when he was only trying to hitchhike. And I received a letter from him, which I'm not allowed to read. It's on that table. And after 6 months of meditating in a Thai Buddhist monastery, he said, "We are gluttons with sharp teeth, and we have big bellies, and we gulp down our plates, and we are never satisfied. Todo polvo, siempre polvo, solo polvo." Everything is dust, always dust, only dust. Thank you.